Be the master. And how does that sound? Exciting, isn't it? So be the master of your own narrative.
Are we merely pawns in the chess like game called life? We are, at least most of the time. We let the situations of life affect us, getting angry when life is unfair, getting sad when things don't go your way, and giving up when things are not in our control. Everything that we do is a resultant of what is happening on the outside. And by doing so, the helm of our ship is given to the external forces. We keep facing one thing at a time without having any control. Years pass by. We take the challenges of life one at a time. Sometimes we live through tough times, while sometimes we experience content by living the happy moments. However, if we take a pause and discern, we might notice that we change our approach towards life depending on what life has to offer us. We function like a pawn in the game of life. But what if I tell you that things can happen the other way around? That you can be the master of your own narrative. That no matter what the situation, you can put your best self forward. You will no longer be the slave of the situation, but the master of it. All this can happen by just bringing change in your perspective towards life, by simply choosing whether you want to be in control of your inner self or you want to be in control of the situations outside. It's actually like having a switch inside. If you choose the latter, you shall never be at peace with yourself, as one can never control what is happening around you. Will the world function according to us, or do we function in such a way that the world becomes a better place for us to live in? The difference lies between being the slave of the situation or being the master of your own narrative. If you now believe that positive change within is the true secret of long-term happiness, here's my guide for you to become the master of your own narrative. 1. Be true to yourself. Wake up. Wake up from the false realities of who you are. Learn to differentiate between what you want to be and what the world wants you to be. From a very young age, we are conditioned to mold ourselves according to the society that we live in. But in this journey, we somewhere lose our own appeal. Remind yourself that you are the best influence for yourself. For a while, just take out time in your own company and reflect on what makes you you. And stay true to that. Not to forget, by being you, you put something wonderful in this world that was not there before. 2. Be aware of yourself. Be aware of your strengths and weaknesses. Otherwise, it's a lost cause. You might be aware of the feeling of having much more to offer. In order to be true to your potential, the first step is to be aware of yourself. Mark your pluses and your minuses. Hone the positives and work on your negatives. This way, you are halfway on the path of being the master of your own narrative. 3. Take control. If you want to be the master of your own story, you have to streamline your thoughts and take control of your own life. One must remember that situations we end up are the byproducts of the decisions and the choices that we make. And so taking gradual and effective control of everything that you must do is must. You could do this by doing simple things like rediscovering your goals and passion, taking care of yourself, doing things that you love, or making time for the people you care about. Not to forget, this is an ongoing, gradual process and a lifestyle that you choose to adopt. 4. Be present for yourself. Don't be hard on yourself, which we often are, And when the time is tough, we always make ourselves available for others in their difficult time and misery. There is also a need to be present for ourselves when we are going through a difficult time. One must be able to calm ourselves and understand the need of taking care of themselves during strenuous times. By doing this, you know that no matter what the situation, one person is always there for you, and that is none other but you. Being present for yourself is giving yourself the assurance that you are never leaving your side. And lastly, remember that no one but you are the protagonist of your story. The moment you make yourself realize that this is your life and that you, but no one else, is the hero of your story, you start making things easier and better for yourself. You do not let the situations overpower you, but instead are in better control. You automatically become the master of your own narrative. I hope there was something for you to take away from this video. If you have
Any questions or confusions about life and its matters, please connect with me through renudaga.in or visit zedge.in.